Put into words what you're feeling right now?
No, I mean, obviously that was just that was a real tough one. I mean, as an offensive unit, you can't score one touchdown with what the defense did today, and expect to win the game. I mean, that's on us as an offense, and we take ownership of that. So it's just it's one of those things that can't happen, and we'll look to correct it and move on.
And that last play where many people thought it might have been a Hail Mary to try to get you in place, well, what was going on that?
I mean, it's just desperado. We were at their 40-yard line. That's a long Hail Mary. So just, we just got to pass that through. We had a deeper route that was our first read, and then the shallow's our second, but they covered the deep read, I think, pretty well. So we dumped it down to the shallow, tried to make something happen. I mean, at that point, there's a lot before that needed to happen. That last play is not really what we're concerned about.
Defensively, you guys surprised they did, or how much of what they did was kind of play?
Yeah, I mean, I think we kind of knew what they were going to do. I mean, obviously, they played well. I mean, you got to give credit to their defense, but I wouldn't say that there was any unscouted looks that we saw. I mean, they brought their nickel pressures, they brought their saw pressures, they brought their backers, they mugged up, dropped out. I mean, there was just a lot that they did that we scouted out, but just didn't execute at the end of the day. I think is the biggest thing. And then we have turnovers, and that's never good. Obviously, we've found out that formula throughout this year is you can't have turnovers and win a game. I mean, there's statistics out there for that, and we know that, and so we just got to do a better job of taking care of that ball.
I think you guys have really never gotten rhythm until that final drive.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think there was just we kept going three now. We get a PI or something or a holding call, and then get that first down, and then it was hard to just get things going. I think. I don't know what it is. I'd have to go back and look. Obviously, when you're in the rhythm of the game, you just don't really realize what's going on or how they're playing or things like that. I think that was a definite key, though. We just couldn't get that rhythm going that we usually can find, and until that last drive, obviously, which we needed to go up a score or a point, and then. Obviously, it just wasn't enough, and we got the ball back, and we just need to end it on our terms rather than letting the defense and having them go back out there, because they did their job throughout the night. We just needed to do ours.
DJ, still lots of belief in this locker room. You hit the bye. What can this team prove after you come back out and go to Vegas?
Yeah, I mean, everything's out in front of us. We gotta take this rest and recover. We need it. A lot of guys in here are very much in need of it. You got to get away from here and just forget about football for a few days, and then come back and rest it and recharge and just dial it in. We have a second half of this football game. I think it's 5 games left, and we just need to do our thing. We need to come back and pound the rock, and we'll be right where we want to be at the end of the year, and we'll continue this thing. So I don't think there's any disbelief in this locker room. I think obviously there's guys that are looking in themselves, looking at the mirror, and from tonight, but we got to move on, enjoy this bye, and come back and recharged and ready to go.
I think it's the latest bye you could possibly have. Does it feel like that, either physically or mentally, like it's been a long go here?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've had some things, so it's much needed. There's no doubt about it. But like I said, it's just having this. It stings, but you got to put it back in the back of your head and move on. Just because you don't get very many days off during this season. It's a long season, 17 games plus the playoffs, and so you just got to be able to put it in the back of your head and really go home or go somewhere and just recharge and come back and be ready to go, dialed in, and get this train on the right track. I mean, that's all it is. Like I say, every guy in here is in belief, and every guy knows that everything's in front of us. So, I don't think there's any disbelief in here. We're just need this one and then continue it forward.
Thank you.
A ball game coming off of a turnover, but we didn't do that. And we got to put the onus on ourselves to say, hey, how can we finish in those situations better? And we will. There's no doubt about it. We will, man. We will. It's tough right now. They're circling around us. We can feel it. You know what I mean? But I'm damn proud to be a Minnesota Vikings still. We're 6-6, 2-1 in the NFC North, and we got a lot of ball ahead of us coming off this bye. So we're going to stay positive. I'm going to continue to rally around each other in this locker room, love each other up, and we're going to get through this, man. We're going to get through this. How do you feel about the way you guys are in? It's so tough coming so quick after a ball game, but I mean, I look up there and I see 75 rushing yards, and we want to be over 100. So, but you look at a game like last week, and we did a better job rushing the ball, but we still just couldn't finish. At the end of the day, man, I just want to win football games. You know what I mean? Like whatever it takes, I just want to win ball games, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Of course, as offensive linemen, we want it to be through the ground, but in my mind, we just had a lot of opportunities to win that ball game, and we didn't capitalize. The whole offense, all 11 of us, and we got to look inward. We got to accept that. We got to say, hey, how can we be better? I know for sure for me, there's areas that I can be better, and the world's not over. The season's not over. It's far from it, man. So we could care less what's going on the outside. We're going to correct those mistakes. We're going to rest up on the bye, and we're going to be back ready to go for Vegas, bro.
Why do you think you guys couldn't get into a rhythm early?
You know, the tough part about this game is you're never sure. Some games you're feeling it, and some games you just feel like you're out of whack and you can't get into it, and you got a couple 3-and-outs, and you're struggling to get into one of those rhythms. And I love going back and watching the film. It's so hard fresh after a game to truly understand. You know, you get to watch that film and say, okay, this might have been what's going on. But we lean on our coaches for that. We got a great coaching staff, so I'm anxious to see what they think. But at the same time, for us as an offensive line, in my mind, whether we were out of whack or out of rhythm, whatever it was, we had the ball with 3.5 minutes left, and I think they had 2 timeouts, and we got to be able to hold the football and win that game coming off of a turnover.
When we came in here, you're talking about turnovers. Now, there's 4 interceptions today, 1 more last week. All different, but still.
People will make that for what it is, but that's not on one person. That's on all 11, right? When there's turnovers, I don't know. It could be from the protection. It could be from fumbles. It could be from a bad read. It could be from a tipped ball. I have no idea. I mean, that's on all of us. We can't have 4 turnovers and really be down in the turnover ratio 4-0 at one point in the game and expect to win football games. We got to do better than that. And do we know why all of them happen? I have no clue yet. But I think the biggest thing that I try to do in times like this is look inward. We got too good of a team here and too great of people and too great of an organization for anyone to point fingers, and no one is. So let's all look inward, and no matter what happens around us or what people say about us, let's look inward, see how we each can be better. We're professionals for a reason. So regardless of what happens, that's what I'm going to do this bye week, is to see how I can be a better teammate for this team. Thanks, guys. God bless.
So we just didn't get it done tonight.
KJ, obviously this team believes in each other. You hit the bye. It's a very late bye. Everyone's tired here, ready to move on. But you guys have what it takes still, do you believe? And how much can you guys come out against the Raiders?
Of course, we definitely have what it takes. We just got to, fix our self-inflicted wounds. We got a couple games left. Everything is out in front of us.
KJ, do you feel like the stuff of not working with Dobbs the entire offseason, timing, do you feel like that is coming to kind of roost a little bit here?
I don't know. Obviously he's in a tough position. He still just got here, and he's still trying to, get the comfortability of our offense and everything like that. So, like I said, I just got to go back and watch the tape, and we'll find a way to start getting these wins.
Turn the ball over. We expected in our room to turn the ball back over. So, defensively, there's a lot of plays, we left out there. Too much times they got 3 points. I know it seemed like, it felt like could have been playing good, but on our end, we felt like we could have been playing a lot better. So that's it. All I got to say.
On that final drive, the DJ Moore catch, what happened on that?
They did a good job finding a spot in the zone. We third down, they already needed but so much yards to go. So we're trying to play aggressive, trying to keep them from getting big chunk plays, forcing them to throw the ball down the middle of the field. They made a good play.
And now that the defense, how do you lift up the offense in a time like this? You guys are heading into bye, and that kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth heading into things.
You lean on each other the most. Adversity brings out the true character of this team, and we're in the thick of it right now, losing back-to-back games, games where we felt like we should have won, games not felt like that we should have won, in my opinion. And, it's just about leaning on each other and finding a way to go through this last stretch of December where football really counts, with the right mindset.
heading into the bye week. I'm sure that'll feel really great for you guys to be able to rest up, and now you've got 5 weeks left. How do you attack that?
No, I don't think my bye week's gonna be great anymore. Sitting on this loss gonna stick with me for at least another week until we start Raiders game plan. So it's more about just getting the body right. Been a long season so far, so just got to find a way to get the body right.
All right, thanks for your time.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it.
Josh,
Josh, if you can please.
the defense has given up 1 touchdown in the last 2 weeks, and you lose both games.
Frustration level is high on our end. That's too many points. We got a great defense, and we can't let them get the double-digit points. That's a team. We played last time, and we played a great job. We were expected to play better defensively. Too much points on the board. Got to find a way.
You told me the other day you're hoping to make some more of the wild plays, the stat plays, the forced fumble, the sack. Feel good?
Yeah, it would feel better to win. Those things don't count when you lose. My mind's still on the plays I could have made. I don't even know what stats I had. I just so much plays out there, man. Just wish I had them back.
Yeah, you thinking at 10-9, you guys are going to find a way?
We always got a chance. I think, at any point in the game, we thought. To the last 2 minutes, I thought we still gonna blow them out. That's how I look in my eyes. I know the type of team we got. I know the type of guys we have, playmakers on all sides of the field. So times like this, it's just gonna build us stronger. And we heading in December. As everybody know here, December is where best football plays. So we just got to find a way to play our best football this next month.
Josh, you mentioned it that this was going to stick with you for a while. What's the number one thing? Is it that it was within your grasp and going into the bye, or something specific about this game?
A division game. We had a chance to go in the bye 3-0 in the division, didn't get that done, putting ourselves in a position where, now these games matter even more. We had a spot to put ourselves, in a great position, and we let that slip. So a lot of frustration going into this week, but at the end of the day, you got to move on. That's this league. We got another game coming. My mind's already on the Raiders. I know they have a bye week too. So, it's just about whoever can get the healthiest, whoever can get the use these next 2 weeks in the right way to win the game.
You talk about some of those misplays, some busted coverage, and then DJ more open kind of in the middle of the field on those. Lack of communication, do you recall exactly what happened?
Good play on them. We know what they like to do. They know they knew where we were going to be in. It's just a good job. Their 2 best players finding a way to make a play at the end of the game.
How do you process, Josh, the 4 interceptions and Josh not being here all off season and working on timing?
Like I said, I didn't know he threw 4 picks. At the end of the day, we got to help each other out. That's why it's a team game. It's not all on one person. That's just the nature of football. You can have one guy playing his butt off, one guy not doing so great one day, but at the end of the day, it's a team game. As a team, we got to find a way to play better complementary football.
And you have a guy like Sheldon Day who had a day, and then Barr coming up with a recovery. Some good things to go forward.
Yeah, that's why it's so frustrating. We got guys in and out. I was just talking to guys in the shower area just about how we got guys who can make plays in and out, and when we don't come away with wins, when we got so many playmakers on the field, it just sucks. So, you got Sheldon Day coming in, doing a great job. AB, right back at home, feeling the energy, feeding off of it. So, I think we definitely doing things, put ourselves in the right position, but time's ticking.
Can you get away on the bye mentally at all?
Me personally, probably not. I'm going to try to. Me and my wife got a little vacation plan, but we'll see.
We had a slow start, and then we ultimately didn't end up with the victory we wanted, but it is what it is. So on to the next. We're going to evaluate this game and move on.
Any reasons for the slow start? I'm thinking, Dobbs wasn't here all off season, timing with receivers. Is that maybe now catching up?
I don't know. I think it's just the offense. We just got to get going. Everybody messed up. Everybody had mistakes, turnovers, missed blocks, stuff like that. We just got to have a faster start and then finish the game.
How do you analyze the running game tonight?
I feel like we just got to stick to the run game, just keep focusing on what we've been doing all year and just keep trusting it.
Dalton was telling us, I think it was 75 yards, that you guys, the goal is to be over 100, so the goal wasn't achieved.
Yeah, the goal wasn't achieved, but we barely had the ball. We just got to emphasize when we have the ball to take advantage of it.
Late bye, obviously. A lot of guys feeling it in this locker room, right? Physically, mentally. Is it possible for you to go and reset, or does it take you a little bit of time to get up?
I mean, it's definitely possible for us to reset. I mean, we're going into a bye week, so everybody can just rest our bodies and come back with a fresh mindset. We got 5 more games, and we just got to go on a run.
Can you flush it? Josh Metellus was saying, I don't know, this is going to take a while for me to flush it, and then maybe I can reset.
I mean, it definitely hurts. It hurts a lot, but yes, we can definitely flush it and just move on to the next game. At this point, there's nothing we can do about this loss. All we can do is control what the next game is going to be like.
And last one for me, interceptions. Obviously, you guys preaching about takeaways. Now it's with 2 games. Now there's 5 interceptions. All different, though, right? Is there anything that's common in them that you have seen?
I mean, at the end of the day, our coach always talks about it's a team thing to take care of a ball. So we just got to protect it as a team. It's not just the quarterback. It's either O lineman missing a block or something else like that. It's not just the quarterback. So we got to take this all on the chin and just come back when we get back after the bye week and have a better performance.
And it's all in with you guys.
Yeah, deep roster, and that's what Quasi was trying to do, trying to make sure that we're competitive and deep at every position.
What we saw tonight, is that your skill set? Like when you're playing at your highest level, is that what comes to play?
Yeah, I'm just an old guy out there having fun, so that's all I can do.
Quick on the recovery, though, too, right? Showing a little bit of wheels on there.
I try to. So, yeah, out there having fun.
I know talking to Josh Metellus, like big plays. You had more than one tonight, splash plays. He said that's what's most frustrating, that there's guys out there making big plays and we just go put together, right?
Yeah, we're just trying to keep it together. Put gel together one good season, one good team, one good opportunity, and just continue to roll from there.
And what is the mood? I think most of the guys we're talking about said we just need this break, right? We need a bye, but we still believe in each other and we can get after it.
There's definitely a lot of belief in this team. We know we're resetting and come back next week or in 2 weeks and make sure we hit the ground running.
Has your phone blown up a little bit today when you check it?
I haven't even checked it yet, so we'll see.
Monday Night Football, huge plays by you.
Yeah,
so.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. Sheldon, the defense has allowed 1 touchdown going back the last 2 weeks. Yet, unfortunately, you guys are 0-2.
Yeah.
I mean, just the frustration has to be sky high when I note something like that, no?
Not really. We know we're playing together and we're trying to gel together and make sure that we can come up on the other side of it next time. So just trying to play together.
Sheldon, thank you.